Tori G, and I am the founder of the Tori G Yoga online yoga studio. And today I'm going to share with you 3 yoga moves you can do that are going to really help you with your sleep. I teach midlife women and beyond, and one of the main things that we talk about often is how to get a good night's sleep when, maybe the hormones are fluctuating in such a way that sleep feels impossible. But we're going to get there little by little, and I know for me, I am soon going to turn 49 as I record this, that this always helps. So if sleep becomes a problem, this is where I go. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is what is called Sleeping Cowface. So we're going to have your left knee down and under and your right leg stacks on top, knee over knee. And when you look down, get the 2 heels in one line. Now, for some people, this position feels impossible, or it exacerbates your hips a little bit. And if you're feeling that as you move into this, then I want you to take a towel or a little blanket and put it underneath your sits bones. That is going to help. Now from here, and I'm gonna lock down this foot. Do you notice how my foot is creeping forward? I'm locking that one down, all right, with my hands. So I have my hands in front so that the feet can't slide or go anywhere. From here, sit up as tall as you can and come up and over so that you're sandwiching your torso on your right thigh. And relax your shoulders. If you need to keep your hands here, you can. If you'd like, you can bring the hands forward if you know that the feet won't slip out of where they should be. And we're gonna be here a little while. So pull the shoulders back, suck the stomach in, and breathe through the stretch that's happening through your right glute. Isn't that just so yummy? So keep pulling the chest forward as the body releases to the shape. Allow yourself to come down just a little bit more. I'm gonna count this for you. So we're gonna stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, bring your body down a little bit more, 2, and 1. And then gently come on out. Now for time, I did it at a 10 count, but what I always suggest to my students, let's go ahead and switch out our legs as I tell you this. So right knee is down and under. This time, left knee stacks over the right knee. What I tell my students is set a timer for 2 minutes on each side. It really is so beneficial. But once you get this, you're not going to need me to move you through it. You're gonna take the good information after you watch this a couple of times, and then you will be ready to do this on your own, just on the side of your bed. All right, so from here, the 2 heels in one line. Once again, sit up as tall as you can, and then bring your torso to your left leg as much as you can. Pull the shoulders back. We're always leading with our chest. And we'll hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, bring your body down a little bit more, 2, and 1. And then come back up. Release your legs. Sometimes I get like a little click happens in my hips that just, it's like a fascial release. So if you notice anything like that, very normal, but let the blood flow come back to your legs. So the reason I love this is actually an old tradition. Like this is, this posture, Gomukhasana, is prescriptive for insomnia. So in India, when they go to an ashram, a lot of the times people will come in with a certain issue like insomnia, and they will give them certain postures to do. And for years, probably hundreds of years, this posture has been prescribed. So like, why not try it out? I know for me, number one, go-to, if I'm having insomnia, I'm doing Sleeping Cowface. All right, for our next one, we're going to do a supported back bend. So let's grab a block, or you can hang off the side of your bed. All right, but I want to teach you proper back bending technique so that you're not exacerbating the spine before you go to bed, that you're leaning into it gently. All right, so I'm going to teach you this with a block, but like I said, if you want to do this where your legs and your seat are on the bed and you dangle off the bed, awesome. All right, so especially if you're like right there, but your yoga space is somewhere else in the house, but you're doing this stuff by the side of the bed, then either have a block there or just lay off the top of the bed. So we're going to be doing a fish on the block. So have a block behind you, and notice that I have it at a level 2. And I'm going to line it up with my spine and lay on the block. My big toes are touching. So whether you decide to do it with the block or you're going to dangle off the bed, please have your big toes touching and your kneecaps pointing straight up to the ceiling, just so that you're doing proper back bending technique always. Now from here, arms over the head, and bring one hand to nest in the other. From here, the goal is to lift your ribs up as far away from your hips as possible. And just getting this nice stretch through the front line of the body. And breathe into it. Let's hold this for another 10 counts. So we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your arms from over your head and gently come out of your back bend. All right, we don't need the block anymore, so I'm going to move it to the side, and I'm going to take you to the wall. So let's move to the wall now. For our final yoga pose, we'll be doing legs on the wall. So letting the blood flow come out of the legs a little bit, super relaxing for the body, and offers you an opportunity to really lengthen through the spine. So notice that I'm sitting with the side body on the wall. This is so that I can get really close to the wall without much scooching around. Get your legs up on the wall, and then if you need to, you can scoot your seat in. Once again, look at your big toes and get them so that they're touching. The heels can be apart, and the kneecaps are pointing straight forward. You can bring your arms out in a T at the shoulder line if this helps. Now from here, can you get your whole spine flat to the mat? Notice that my pelvis was here, and there was some room, some light, some air underneath. But I'm going to tuck the pelvis a little bit, and it makes me want to pull in a little closer to the wall. So I'm going to tuck the pelvis and get the whole spine as flat to the floor as I can. And breathe. We'll hold here for 10. Whole spine down. 9. Relax your shoulders more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bring the knees into your chest and then gently come over to your side and then come on out of it. So if you start doing these 3 moves before bed every day, you're going to feel very restful. Hopefully it just calms the mind and the body down. And it gives you that last little chance to do something really great for your body that has supported you all day long. And that in and of itself is going to change the trajectory of how you're moving through your midlife years. And remember, it's not about wrinkles. That's not what makes you look old. It's how you move that makes you look older. And so keeping the mobility, flexibility, and having the strength to support those 2 things are super important. If you enjoyed this and this speaks to you, maybe it's a sign that you and I should work together. So come join me at the Tori G Yoga online yoga studio, where I'm not just your yoga teacher, I'm also your personal yoga coach. I coach women 40 and up who are ready to advance their practice, surprise themselves with what's possible, and feel really great in their body and in their mind as they move through their midlife years. It is an incredible community of women, so supportive and so fun to be around. You won't even feel like it's an online place. I recently had a student say to me, it's like I can't even explain what this place is like to other people. Everything I say is not enough of what this place is because of the community, the connection, and the support that you get in this place. So if that sounds good to you, then click on the link below. You can join for the first month for just $37, and I would love to see you over there. Otherwise, I hope that this serves you well. Take it a few times with me, and then you'll have it down so that it's your own private bedtime routine that you do all of the time, because you know that it's going to increase your sleep, the quality of your sleep, and it's going to make you feel really great as you wake up in the morning. All right, so have a good one. I hope this serves you well, and I look forward to seeing you on your yoga mat again soon.